Have you ever stopped to think about turtles? These ancient creatures have been around for millions of years, and they've evolved all sorts of fascinating traits. But did you know that some turtles can breathe through their butts? Or that the gender of a baby turtle is influenced by temperature? That's right, turtles are some of nature's weirdest and most wonderful creatures, and today we're going to explore some of their most unusual and amazing traits. From the wood turtle that can survive being frozen solid, to the mata mata turtle with its crazy-looking head, we've got some truly weird stuff to share with you. And as we go along, we'll delve into the science behind these surprising abilities, and learn just what makes turtles such remarkable creatures. So sit back, relax, and get ready to delve into the weird and wonderful world of turtles. We're about to share some facts that will blow your mind. Welcome to this segment of Brainwaves, where we're exploring one of the weirdest and most surprising facts about turtles. Some species can breathe through their butts. This amazing adaptation is made possible by a structure called the cloaca, which is a multi-purpose opening used by turtles and many other animals for waste elimination, mating, and more. In certain species of aquatic turtles, the cloaca can also extract oxygen from water, allowing the turtle to essentially breathe through its rear end. Cloacal respiration is a fascinating example of how evolution can allow organisms to adapt to their environment in unexpected ways. By breathing through their cloacas, turtles are able to spend more time underwater, where they can find food and avoid predators. It's also a helpful adaptation for turtles that need to hibernate in ponds or streams during the winter, as it allows them to extract oxygen even when the surface of the water is frozen over. But of course, not all turtle species are capable of cloacal respiration. It's a unique and specialized adaptation that has only evolved in certain aquatic turtles. And while for many of us the idea of breathing through our butts may seem weird or even uncomfortable, for turtles, it's a perfectly natural and effective way of getting the oxygen they need to survive. Stay tuned for more fascinating facts about turtles, and be sure to subscribe to Brainwaves for more tales of weird and wondrous creatures. Now that we've learned about cloacal respiration, let's take a look at some of the turtle species that are capable of this amazing feat. One example is the Fitzroy River turtle, which is found in the rivers and creeks of northeastern Australia. This species is known for its longer-than-average cloaca, which allows it to extract more oxygen from the water. Another species of turtle that can breathe through its cloacas is the Australian snake-necked turtle. This unusual turtle has a long neck with a distinctive snake-like head and an elongated cloaca that allows it to extract oxygen as it lies motionless on the riverbed. Yet another example is the eastern painted turtle, which is found throughout much of North America. This species is often observed basking in the sun on logs or rocks, but it's also capable of extended periods of underwater activity thanks to its cloacal breathing ability. So as you can see, cloacal respiration is a phenomenon that has evolved in a number of different turtle species from all over the world. Each of these species has its own unique adaptations that have allowed it to survive and thrive in its particular habitat, and cloacal respiration is just one of the many tools in the turtle's toolkit. Stay tuned for more fascinating facts about turtles, and don't forget to subscribe to Brainwaves for more tales of weird and wondrous creatures. So how exactly does cloacal respiration work? To understand this, we need to look at the anatomy of the cloaca, which is a complex opening that serves a number of different functions. When it comes to extracting oxygen, the cloaca is lined with special blood vessels called capillaries, which are able to extract oxygen from the surrounding water. The cloaca is also able to pump water in and out through a series of muscular contractions, which can help to facilitate gas exchange. But cloacal respiration isn't exactly a replacement for lung breathing. Instead, turtles use both methods in a complementary way. When a turtle is active and moving around, it will primarily use its lungs to breathe, but if it needs to conserve energy or avoid predators, it may switch over to cloacal respiration in order to stay submerged for longer. One interesting feature of cloacal respiration is that it's only effective in water with a high oxygen content. In low oxygen environments, cloacal respiration simply isn't enough to sustain a turtle's needs. This is why many turtle species have evolved specialized adaptations that allow them to breathe in a variety of different ways, ranging from lung breathing to skin breathing and more. So next time you're observing a turtle swimming around, take a moment to appreciate the fascinating adaptations that have allowed it to thrive in its watery world. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing facts about the wondrous creatures that share our planet. Welcome to another weird and wonderful fact about turtles. Did you know that the gender of a baby turtle can be influenced by temperature? This surprising adaptation is known as temperature-dependent sex determination, and it means that the sex of a turtle embryo is determined not by genetics, but by the temperature at which the egg develops. This means that a single clutch of turtle eggs can produce a mix of males and females, depending on the environment they're incubated in. Temperature-dependent sex determination is thought to have evolved in turtles as an adaptation to their unique life cycle. Turtle species that lay their eggs in nests on land, such as many sea turtles, often have to contend with a range of temperature conditions that can affect the viability of their young. By evolving a way to control the ratio of males and females produced in each clutch based on the temperature of the nest, turtles can enhance their chances of producing offspring that are well suited to their environment. As you might imagine, temperature-dependent sex determination has far-reaching implications for the ecology and conservation of turtle populations. We'll be exploring some of these in more detail in the next segments, as we learn how temperature affects turtle embryos and what we can do to protect these amazing creatures in a changing world. In the last segment, we learned that the sex of a turtle embryo is determined by the temperature at which the egg develops. But how exactly does this process work? When a female turtle lays her eggs, she uses her body heat to start the incubation process. As the eggs develop, the temperature at which they're incubated will affect their sex. Specifically, if the eggs are incubated at higher temperatures, usually in the range of 84 to 88 degrees Fahrenheit, they'll develop into females. If they're incubated at cooler temperatures, usually in the range of 75 to 81 degrees Fahrenheit, they'll develop into males. The reason for this temperature-dependent sex determination is that the chromosomes that determine sex in turtles aren't completely fixed. They can be altered by temperature. Specifically, when embryos are incubated at higher temperatures, this activates a set of genes that results in the development of ovaries. At cooler temperatures, these genes don't activate and instead a different set of genes activate, resulting in the development of testes. One important consequence of this process is that small variations in temperature can have big effects on the gender ratio of a turtle population. For example, even a small increase in average temperature in a nesting area could lead to more female turtles being born, which could have implications for the ongoing survival and resilience of that population. So next time you see a turtle basking in the sun or laying eggs on a beach, remember that their entire future is determined, in part, by the temperature of their environment. It's just one of the many amazing adaptations that make turtles such fascinating creatures. Stay tuned for more fascinating facts about turtles, and be sure to subscribe to Brainwaves. Temperature-dependent sex determination is one of the most remarkable aspects of turtle biology, with far-reaching implications for the reproductive ecology and conservation of turtle populations around the world. One example of how temperature-dependent sex determination impacts turtle populations can be seen in species such as the green sea turtle, which depends on beaches for nesting sites. As global temperatures rise due to climate change, researchers have begun to notice shifts in the nesting environment of these turtles, which can have big implications for their reproductive success. Specifically, higher sand temperatures often result in more females being born, which can skew the sex ratio of a turtle population and make it harder for the species to sustain itself over time. Another example of the effects of temperature-dependent sex determination can be seen in freshwater turtles. In North America, for example, the painted turtle is a species that's vulnerable to the effects of climate change, partly because of the way temperature affects egg development. Specifically, this species prefers to lay its eggs in sandy soil, which can be more susceptible to temperature fluctuations than other types of soil. As temperatures increase, it's possible that more and more eggs will be incubated at higher temperatures, leading to a higher proportion of females in the population and a potentially unbalanced sex ratio. Fortunately, there are steps that can be taken to mitigate the effects of temperature-dependent sex determination on turtle populations. For example, Some researchers have created shaded nesting areas for turtles, which can help to cool the nesting environment and create more consistent temperatures for developing eggs. Others have experimented with manipulating nest temperatures in order to produce more males or females, depending on the particular needs of a given population. Overall, temperature-dependent sex determination is just one of the many fascinating and surprising adaptations that make turtles such fascinating creatures to study and protect. We hope you've enjoyed learning more about this amazing aspect of turtle biology, and that you'll join us for more tales of weird and wonderful creatures in the future. Welcome to another weird and amazing turtle fact. Did you know that there's a species of turtle that can survive being frozen solid? Meet the wood turtle. Found throughout much of eastern North America, the wood turtle is a truly remarkable animal. It typically lives in forested areas near water sources, and feeds on a variety of insects, snails, and plants. But what really sets the wood turtle apart is its incredible ability to survive even the harshest of winters. During the colder months, wood turtles will often hibernate in underground burrows to avoid the worst of the cold. But sometimes, the temperature can drop to such extreme lows that the turtles are actually frozen solid, with ice crystals forming inside their bodies and all metabolic activity coming to a halt. What's amazing is that the wood turtle has developed a unique set of adaptations that allow it to survive this freezing process. For example, the turtle's cells have a high concentration of glucose, which acts like an antifreeze, preventing ice crystals from forming and damaging the cells. The turtle's tissues are also able to tolerate intense dehydration and acidity, which helps to balance the effects of extreme cold. All in all, the wood turtle is an incredible example of how resilience and adaptability can help a species thrive even in the harshest conditions. We'll be exploring more about this amazing animal in the next segments, so don't go anywhere. In the last segment, we introduced you to the amazing wood turtle, an animal that can survive being frozen solid. But how does this turtle manage to pull off such an incredible feat? One of the key adaptations that allows the wood turtle to survive freezing temperatures is the presence of high concentrations of glucose in its blood and tissues. Glucose is a sugar that acts like an antifreeze, preventing ice crystals from forming inside the turtle's cells and causing damage. This process is also aided by the turtle's ability to dehydrate and shrink its tissues, which reduces the amount of water that can freeze inside its body. Another adaptation that helps the wood turtle survive in extreme cold is its ability to tolerate acidic conditions. As its cells freeze, they release enzymes that can lead to the buildup of acidic byproducts. But the wood turtle's cells have mechanisms in place to protect themselves from this acidosis, which can be lethal in many other animals. It's worth noting that not all wood turtles are able to withstand freezing temperatures. It appears that the ability to survive being frozen is most prevalent in certain populations of the species, and may be tied to genetic factors as well. Nonetheless, the wood turtle remains an incredible example of how animals can adapt to their environment in unexpected ways, and survive even the toughest challenges. We hope you've enjoyed learning more about the wood turtle and its amazing abilities, and we'll be back soon with more weird and wonderful facts about turtles and other creatures. The wood turtle's ability to survive being frozen solid is not just an interesting factoid. It actually has important implications for our understanding of cold adaptation in animals, and for the conservation of this amazing species. Studying the mechanisms that allow the wood turtle to tolerate extreme cold can give researchers insights into how cells and tissues can withstand other types of stress and damage. This could have important implications not just for turtles, but for other animals, including humans, as well. Conservation-wise, understanding the wood turtle's cold tolerance is important for ensuring that populations of the species remain healthy and well adapted to their environments. In particular, wood turtles are facing increasing threats from habitat loss and fragmentation, as well as from road traffic and other human activities. By studying the adaptations that allow the species to survive in tough conditions, we can better understand how to protect and preserve these animals in the wild. One fascinating possibility for using the wood turtle's adaptations to help other animals is in the realm of cryogenic preservation. Because wood turtles can withstand the process of being frozen and thawed, their cells and tissues could potentially be used as models for developing new methods of preserving human tissues for medical and research purposes. Overall, The wood turtle is an incredible example of how resilience and adaptability can help a species thrive even in the harshest conditions. We're excited to see where future research on this fascinating species takes us, and we hope you've enjoyed learning more about it. Welcome to another weird and wonderful fact about turtles. Did you know that some species of turtles can communicate with each other through their shells? Turtle shell communication is a fascinating phenomenon that involves the use of vibrations and sounds to convey messages between turtles. Different species of turtles use different types of signals, but in general they involve some kind of impact or vibration that reverberates through the turtle's shell and can be detected by other turtles nearby. One of the reasons why turtle shell communication is so interesting is that it challenges our assumptions about animal communication. We tend to think of communication as something that happens through sound, sight, or smell. But for turtles, their shells are a key part of how they interact with each other. It's also worth noting that not all turtles are capable of shell communication. In fact, it appears to be most common in aquatic turtles that live in murky waters and need a way to communicate with each other over long distances. Nonetheless, for the species that do engage in shell communication, it's a fascinating and complex aspect of their behavior that's still not fully understood by scientists. In the next segment, we'll be taking a closer look at the different types of shell communication used by turtles, and exploring the science behind this exciting field of research. So hold on to your shells, folks, we're just getting started. In the last segment, we introduced you to the fascinating world of turtle shell communication, the ability of some turtle species to communicate through their shells by means of vibrations and sounds. In this segment, we'll be taking a closer look at the different types of shell communication used by these remarkable creatures. One of the most common forms of shell communication is called the headbang. This involves the turtle rapidly retracting and extending its head into its shell, which produces a series of vibrations that can be felt by other turtles nearby. Headbanging is often used by turtles to indicate their presence to other individuals, or to warn them of danger. Another form of shell communication is the backstrike, which involves the turtle striking its shell against a hard surface, such as a rock or log, to produce a loud thud. Backstrikes are often used by turtles during territorial disputes with other individuals, or as a way to establish dominance or attract mates. In addition to headbanging and backstrikes, some species of turtles are also known to produce vocalizations that can be transmitted through their shells. These sounds are often described as low-frequency tones or grunts, and are used by turtles to communicate with each other even in murky waters. It's important to note that shell communication is still not fully understood by scientists, and there may be other forms of communication that turtles use that have yet to be discovered. Nonetheless, the ability of turtles to communicate through their shells is a fascinating aspect of their behavior and offers a glimpse into the complex and often surprising ways that animals interact with each other. In the next segment, we'll be exploring the science behind turtle shell communication, and discussing some of the broader implications of this exciting field of research. So stay tuned for more weird and wonderful turtle facts. So now we know all about the different types of shell communication that turtles use to talk to each other. But what implications does this have for science and conservation? One potential use of turtle shell communication is in the study of how animals communicate with each other more broadly. By examining the different signals and messages sent through turtle shells, scientists may be able to gain a greater understanding of the neural and physiological mechanisms involved in animal communication. This could in turn have implications for fields such as linguistics and cognitive neuroscience. Another potential use of turtle shell communication is in conservation efforts. Many turtle species are threatened by habitat loss and fragmentation, and understanding how they communicate with each other could help researchers develop more effective methods of conserving these animals. For example, if we know that a particular species relies heavily on shell communication to find mates or establish territories, we can take steps to protect the areas where this kind of communication is most important. Finally, studying turtle shell communication may have broader implications for how we think about the evolution of communication and social behavior in animals. By looking at how turtles have adapted to use their shells in creative ways, we can gain a greater appreciation for the diverse and unexpected ways that life on Earth has evolved to solve the challenges of survival and reproduction. In conclusion, Turtle shell communication is a weird and wonderful phenomenon that offers many exciting possibilities for scientific research and conservation. We hope that this segment has given you a glimpse into the fascinating world of turtle behavior, and we'll see you again soon for more weird and wonderful facts. Welcome to another weird and wonderful fact about turtles. Today, we're going to be talking about the mata mata turtle, a species of turtle native to South America that's known for its truly unique and bizarre appearance. Mata mata turtles are easily recognizable thanks to their long, skinny snouts, bumpy heads, and fringed flaps of skin that hang from their chins. When viewed from above, their heads even resemble a pile of leaves, helping them to blend in with their environment. But despite their strange appearance, mata mata turtles are fascinating creatures that are perfectly adapted to their aquatic environment. These turtles primarily live in slow-moving, murky rivers and streams, where they hide among fallen leaves and branches in search of prey. One of the interesting things about mata mata turtles is that they have a specially adapted throat that allows them to suck in water, along with any fish or invertebrates that happen to be swimming by. They'll often sit motionless for hours, waiting for prey to come close enough for them to strike. Then, with lightning-fast reflexes, they'll snatch up their unsuspecting prey and swallow it whole. Mata mata turtles are also known for their incredible camouflage skills. By blending in with their surroundings, they're able to avoid detection by predators and sneak up on their prey undetected. So next time you're exploring the rivers and streams of South America, keep an eye out for these weird and wonderful turtles. In the next segment, we'll be taking a closer look at the anatomy of the mata mata turtle's head and exploring what makes it so unique. In the last segment, we introduced you to the strange and wonderful world of the mata mata turtle, a species of turtle native to South America that's known for its bizarre appearance and unique hunting strategy. In this segment, we're going to take a closer look at the anatomy of the mata mata turtle's head, and explore what makes it so distinctive. One of the most striking features of the mata mata turtle's head is its long, skinny snout. This snout is specially adapted for the turtle's hunting style. It allows the turtle to suck in water and any prey that happens to be swimming by. The turtle then uses its throat muscles to expel the water back out, leaving the prey trapped inside the turtle's mouth. Another unusual feature of the mata mata turtle's head is its bumpy, domed shape. This is thought to be an adaptation that helps the turtle blend in with its environment. When viewed from above, the turtle's head resembles a pile of fallen leaves, making it virtually invisible to predators and prey alike. But perhaps the most distinctive feature of the mata mata turtle's head are the fringed flaps of skin that hang down from its chin. These flaps, which are covered in tiny sensory hairs, help the turtle detect vibrations in the water and pinpoint the location of nearby prey. When the turtle detects a meal, it'll shoot its head forward with lightning-fast speed, snatching up the prey and swallowing it whole. All in all, the mata mata turtle's head is a marvel of adaptation and evolution. From its long snout to its fringed flaps, it's clear that this turtle has evolved some truly remarkable features that help it survive and thrive in its aquatic environment. Now that we've explored the unique anatomy of the mata mata turtle's head, let's take a closer look at the turtle's behavior and ecology. As we mentioned in the last segment, mata mata turtles are primarily aquatic, and they live in slow-moving, murky rivers and streams throughout South America. These turtles are highly adapted to their watery environment, and their specialized hunting techniques and camouflage skills allow them to survive in a range of water habitats. One of the most fascinating things about mata mata turtles is their hunting strategy. These turtles are stealthy predators that rely on their incredible camouflage and sensory abilities to catch prey. They'll often sit motionless for hours, waiting for fish or invertebrates to swim by. When the prey gets close enough, the turtle strikes with lightning-fast reflexes, using its long snout to suck in both the water and the prey. Mata mata turtles are also known for their solitary and territorial behaviors. They'll stake out a specific area within their watery habitat and defend it aggressively from other turtles. These territorial disputes can sometimes become violent, with turtles biting and clawing at each other to establish dominance over a specific area. In terms of their ecological role, mata mata turtles are important predators in their ecosystem. helping to regulate and maintain populations of fish and invertebrates in their watery homes. Because these turtles rely on clean, healthy water to survive, they can also serve as indicators of environmental health. By monitoring mata-mata turtle populations, researchers can get a better sense of how well freshwater ecosystems are functioning. All in all, the mata-mata turtle is a fascinating and important member of South America's aquatic ecosystem. From its bizarre appearance to its unique hunting techniques and territorial behaviors, these turtles offer us a glimpse into the diversity and complexity of life on our planet. And there you have it, folks. The weirdest and most wonderful facts about turtles. These amazing creatures have been around for millions of years, and they're still evolving in remarkable ways. From breathing through their butts, to communicating through their shells, turtles are full of surprises. But there's another reason why turtles are so fascinating. They remind us of the incredible diversity of life on our planet, and the marvels of evolution. Turtles have adapted to survive in all sorts of environments, from deserts to oceans, and they continue to thrive in a changing world. So the next time you see a turtle, take a moment to appreciate the amazing creature in front of you. And remember that there are still so many more secrets and surprises waiting to be discovered in the world of turtles. Thanks for watching this episode of Brainwaves. If you enjoyed learning about turtles, be sure to check out our other videos exploring the incredible wonders of nature.